All right, let's see what is going on here. All right, we are live on X. We're live on YouTube right now, and we're just waiting for Rumble to become live. Okay, we're live on Rumble as well. So make sure you guys hit that like button on every single platform. If you guys are getting in here, we can definitely talk about, obviously, cryptocurrency. We can talk about different positions and where things are headed. So I want to look at my active positions. Did I end up getting stopped out there? I shouldn't have. Um, why did I get stopped out? Did I get stopped out at? Oh, I did. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see. So we got 15 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have 10 people that are over on YouTube. Again, thank you guys for being here as well. We're definitely going to look at some positions here today. AVAX has been making a move. TIA has been making a move. Celestia has been making a move. So I'm excited about those two. Both of those are like, up at least 10%. And AVAX has made some really, really big moves in the last, like, maybe week or so. Hey man, I hope you are doing well. Thoughts on Bob and FRD? Or um, so we'll definitely have to get into that, but I just want to, give it some time and have people, say good mornings and start it out. It's only 2 minutes into the stream, so Cardano is also exploding. Snack, what do you use for DeFi? I make $150 just in a week from DeFi. That's fantastic. At this rate, the project of Flare, I can't see anything, man. Why is this always like so small of text? Should be adopted by a better base in a project like XRP. XRP, thanks for waking me up. Yeah, no problem. Your wake up call. I appreciate you guys being here, though. We got 8 likes and 25 people, so definitely hit that like button. 5 people over on Rumble and 10 people that are watching on X. So while the market is actually suffering a little bit, not saying like everything is suffering, but while things are suffering a little bit, it seems that my Kraken portfolio has remained steady, which is honestly surprising. I thought we would see that back like below 1,000, but other things really haven't fallen that much. While you see Bitcoin and Ethereum that has kind of taken a little bit of a hit, but then recovered a little bit, but then taking a hit again. You see other things that really aren't falling as much. So it's definitely very interesting. Now, if you guys want to start short-term trading, use some leverage trading, feel free to use my link for Margex, which will be in the chat. Let's see. Trade with Margex. And we'll pin that there. You're lagging at the moment. I'm lagging? Doesn't look like it. It looks like everything is fine. Yeah, it looks like everything's fine on the video. I can see the playback and it looks like it's fine. Uh, Nicole, thank you for being here. How are you doing? Good morning. It's better now. It's fine now. Yes, you've been lagging. Really? I don't see that on my end. So there's multiple people that are seeing that. So obviously it's not just a one person issue. Um, but it also may be, a communication from streaming service to YouTube. Is that same thing happening over on X? Are we seeing a lag over on X and on Rumble? Probably just YouTube. I mean, that happens from time to time. But we have 33 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get into what's moving within the market. Let's look at the top positions within the market, and then we'll get into some other things as well. Um, Currently, if we take a step back and look at Bitcoin, it's down 1.6%. Ethereum down 1.4%. We're seeing BNB that's actually up 5.8% up to $250. So that's great to see, especially after everything else was running and you saw BNB that would sit at 230. So seeing that at 250 is really, really good. XRP, that's down a slight bit. It's down 0.5%. I thought that would rise as well. So I put in a play this morning, but didn't seem to go that way. I'm taking it baby steps and baby steps. Yesterday was not good. I don't know if you saw my latest video or the last video that I put up, but everything within my MargeX account, majority of it is sort of gone, right? My stop loss, I wouldn't say didn't work. I just didn't set it correctly. And I'm pissed because I would have had a stop loss of $20, but I lost 10 times that, which was about $180 or $200. And I was very pissed off with that because I was like, I know for a fact that I made a mistake, because even looking at this morning, I got stopped out with a $1 loss, versus, having it continue because XRP is, dropping. It's negative today, but BNB, is up. That looks great. I would like to check that out and see what I can put in there. But I was definitely upset with that yesterday because I was like, I should have had, it went exactly where I thought it was going to go. I should have had a $50 gain within that trade. And it didn't take my profit, nor did it take the stop loss. So I was shorting the position. So I shorted XRP, I believe. I shorted XRP and it just didn't go. It didn't go my way. Well, it did go my way, but they didn't end up stopping me out or taking the profit, and it's because I didn't set it correctly. I guess I set the number but didn't hit apply, which was dumb. It was dumb of me. And you learn your lesson. While I feel like I was very profitable, in being up $150 or 150%, it just didn't. It ended up going my way, but it just didn't get stopped out. So it's okay. You live and you learn. You don't live in the past, and now you can continue to trade. It's just you have to continue to trade with a lower amount. See if you can build that back up after making that mistake. Sort of like if you get into a tricky situation, let's say you can't pay your bills or you lose your job or something like that, you're not just going to be given another job or given something. You have to work your way to finding it, work your way to applying for it, and get back on your feet. The same thing here. I don't want to. Somebody told me in the comment section, they were like, just add more money to it, and I was like, leverage trading is not for the weak. True, very true. I saw a post on Twitter where somebody was leverage trading, and I guess they weren't as disciplined and they lost a lot of money. You have to be disciplined, and I think I usually set being disciplined. So when I go into, say when I go into MargeX, I'm going to go into MargeX now and bring up this. Give me a second. If I go into MargeX and I find a different position, let's say, let me go to BNB because BNB seems to be having popularity right now, and it's up 6%. If I look at this position And I, take out, let's say I think that it's overbought and I want to take out a short position. I need to make sure I set my profit target, my stop loss, and know that it's there. I realize that I made the mistake in it not being there. 66% or 66 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching. We also have 25 people that are 25 likes. So make sure you guys hit that like button. But if you guys want to start leverage trading and you're not weak, because anything could happen, right? You can have losses, just accept those losses. You have to be disciplined. And if you have to walk away from a computer, make sure you accept your stop loss or set a stop loss instead of profit target, because it may truly go against you. But yeah, if you want to start leverage trading, use my link that's in the chat. And you can start with as little as $100. You can start with $20. You can start with $10 here and start leverage trading on that $10 and see a 100x leverage trade if you want to. However, you want to make sure that you protect your investment, or you protect, like if you invest, let's say $10 and you 100x leverage trade within that, which would be for this position for BNB, I would be able to take $455, I guess, worth of USDT and leverage that on BNB and see how far that does go. It probably won't gain me a crazy amount, but it will be something. And if you lose the $9 that you had there, I mean, that's a small price to pay for what you can gain within the day if you truly do believe in that. But, you take those risks as they come along. But anyways, XRP again is down 0.6%. Solana is up by 2%. I really want Solana, but I don't want to pay Solana prices. Cardano is sitting at 59 cents, so that has actually increased, so it's back up to about the 60-cent mark. Fantastic. AVAX is up 10%. It's down 1% in the last hour. Dogecoin slightly down as well, down 3% at 9.5 cents. You can see Polkadot is at $7, which is up 6%. Shiba Inu is down by 1%. Cosmos is up by 7%. I was actually going to make a video on that yesterday. I just didn't have enough time. I made 4 videos on my main channel and then 2 videos on my Matthew Perry 2 channel, as well as a credit card video that I launched yesterday. And I also had some Patreon stuff to go through. So yeah, I had a pretty busy day, and I'm going to have a busy day today talking about some things. We got some news, some things out of the... actually, I don't know if I can release that information yet, but we got some news that's out there. If we look at the entire market for things that are running, you can see KuCoin token is actually running. It's up by 36%. I don't know exactly why that's running, but you have $13.55 for KuCoin token. That's sitting at a $1.3 billion market cap. If we look at TIA or Celestia, we see that's at $12.47, up 21%. Beam is up 17%. Injective is up 15%. Avalanche is up 10%, up to $40. That has moved a lot. Ordi is up 10%. It seems like that has always up. I posted about that on Twitter maybe like last week, and I was like, Ordi never stops moving. It's always in the positive. Every time I come back, it's up like 10 or 20%. Cosmos again is up 9%, up to about $11. Yeah, 9%. I believe that was 7% the last time I looked at it. So 9%. That's fantastic. I do have Cosmos. Algorand is up 5%. That's up to 20 cents. Render is up 5%, up to $4. Arbitrum, $1.16, up 4.5%. Bonk is also up a slight bit, but down 2% in the last hour. Aptos is up by 3%. It's great to see that moving again. HBAR, 2%, and so on and so forth, right? Anything that's dropping by a lot today we can see that things that are dropping by a little bit more are BTT. You have Frax that's down by 8%, Mina that's down by 3%, FTX token 3%, Pepe by 2%. So things aren't really falling right now, right? I guess currently in the last hour things are red. It's pretty bloody there. But when you talk about overall, you're not seeing a crazy amount. Like it's not everything that's falling. It's just kind of the major players, the major movers within the market. Sorry, let me go here. The major like two players in the game, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, are not really moving in a positive direction, but a lot of other things are actually positive. Solana, BNB, Cardano, some of those, and that's where you see maybe altcoin season not getting into full swing, but definitely making a comeback. Yo, Almighty So, Almighty SO, Almighty So. Thank you for being here on Rumble. If you guys can hit the like button, we have 2 likes over on Rumble, and one of those likes is me. So if you can hit that like button, I will greatly appreciate it. More than you know. It'd be awesome if CPI hit 2.9%. Market may be happy. You might be right. I bought more Grock at 0.009. I wanted to, and I didn't. I saw and I was like, I should buy more. I should buy more. I should buy more. I tried to talk myself into it, and I was like, you know what? I'm trying to throw money into my dividend portfolio, and honestly, I probably should have just bought more Grock, watched it run up, and it did end up going up from that level. So I could have basically had 200,000 that moved up to this level, because currently it's at like what 1.2 cents, which is still, I think, a really, really good price compared to where I actually got that at. So let's go ahead and check out Grock. And yeah, we're seeing it at 1.1 cents. So, I mean, it still is at a phenomenal price. I think, I really do like Grock. Some people ask me, they're like, why do you like Grock so much? Why do you think that it's going to move? Why do you think that it's going to be a major player, especially with, the Twitter account and everything? And I think as I understand, how things work, you have 6.9 billion coins that are in the supply. It's popular, tied to the Grock like platform, the chatbot. And, when you look at the amount of markets that is available on it, right, you have, 30 different markets, 29 different markets that it is available to be traded on. And once you see tier 1 exchanges or S tier exchanges, things go to a whole nother level. So I'm excited about it. I want to purchase more. I would like an easier route to doing so, because right now I have all of my Grock over on MetaMask, which I want to bring up. Give me a second. Also, while we're on the screen, if you guys want to go to my store, the link is down in the description. Get yourself a Profit Apparel shirt. We also have Christmas sweaters. If you order those now, I think you can get it by Christmas. So we have Christmas sweaters that it's like altcoin season. It has all the altcoins or different altcoins there. So if you guys are interested in that, it definitely is an ugly Christmas sweater, but I think it could fit in certain situations. Mine should be here in just about 4 days. So I'm excited to wear that on for Erica's, Christmas party, Erica's Christmas gathering, family gathering, and then mine as well. I'm excited to wear it. But then, we're also excited to wear our matching pajamas this year, which we didn't have any last year. So it's always great to have that and take pictures accordingly. Like, I mean, the only Christmas pictures that we took was with Harper and Emmy when Harper was 3. And now Hayden's 3, so we're going to take pictures. I think we'll do that. We want to do it like every year, but sometimes we just don't remember. We're into like the Christmas season and what's going on and all that stuff. So currently, again, the Grock that I have is, I have 104,967 Grock. And honestly, I want to take a chance, but I don't want to sit here. Like, I want to take a chance and I don't want to take a chance. I would love to put like $5,000 on it. just taking a chance on Grock exactly where it is at a level of 1 cent. I would love to be able to do that. But for some reason, it's not in my heart to do so right now, even though I feel like this is going to be big. I feel like it's going to easily get to a level of $1, if not way further than that, and have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gains. I really want to do so. I really want to do that. But I don't know. I just don't have, right now, I don't have like the strength to do it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's risking a lot, and it's taking on a chance that some chances just might not pay out the right way. But I do see a lot of positivity within it, you know? What's the biggest chances you guys have taken? Have you taken any chances during the bear market? Are you taking any chances going into the bull market? What are some big chances that you have taken? Because if I go into, I'm going to go into the contract really quick. You see 16,000 holders within it, 16,300. What are my top tokens? Probably CRO, Terra Luna Classic, Jasmy Coin, ADA. What happened with Elmo ERC? I invested and didn't do much. I can't cash out on Coinbase. That's my big chance. So what happened to them? I mean, they're still out there. They're still doing their thing. I think right now they're really focused on the gaming side of things. So you have like I guess Meme Coin Alliance, the game that they have built, and it's more of that being the focus rather than just Elmo itself. And honestly, I think Elmo should have been more of the focus there. I'm not really talking about it as much. I talked about exactly why that is, but I still have my Elmo. I still have it staked, and I have 20,000 that's sitting in this wallet, but then I have 200,000 that's over in staked on their platform. So I know it has risen, and people tend to find those plays, and it makes a move for them, and they end up taking a little bit of their profit. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I made money from this play, but I was hoping to make a lot more because it has so much upside. And it did. I think it had more upside than a lot of things, and I'm just not a fan of changing course. The reason why I was so hype around it was always because of what they have kind of established. They were the first ones to establish a burn tax on multiple platforms and not accepting no for an answer. But then again, they accepted no for an answer. And it's like, what's going on, man? I got kind of upset with the fact that you stated that we're not going to accept not having a burn tax. If we don't have a burn tax, we won't list. And then MEXC is like, well, if you take away the burn tax, we'll list you. And it's like, okay, then you just folded at the first sign of some sort of, I guess, restraint or whatever. I don't know what word I'm looking for. But you folded. At the first sign, they were just like, oh, you know what? We can list you if you just take away the burn tax. I'm like, well, you know what? We want to get listed. So they're going to, even though the volume didn't correlate. So that's just me, right? I know I'm not saying I'm not a fan of the meme side of things. It's just I'm not a fan of folding under any type of pressure. A Grock Twitter account, or Twitter is suspended. Yes, it was suspended. And I believe they're like in the process of trying to get it back, but I don't know if they will, especially with Grock right now being in more of the premium version of Twitter. And what's crazy is I don't know if there's any other Grock that's there. Let me see. Let me go to Twitter because I don't even have Twitter up. I don't know why. Because I believe there's only one Grock that's out there. Did every other Twitter account get banned as well? Grock. because you have, I guess it's a fake one. So you got a fake one. You got Grock here, which is Grock ERD20, which is, I guess, the fake one. And I don't know why I'm following it. I'm going to have to, I wanted to see what they were going to post. But then you also have, just to see if it was like something where they created another account because they didn't have the other one. But then you have Grock Coin, and Grock Coin, I don't know where that's standing at. And then you also have Grock. So everything else that was Grock, that was like baby Grock, you have ERC20. Did it come back? Or is that not it? That's not it. So yeah, it's fake names. So they make it fake names so that people make it seem like, oh, they came back. So it's ERD20, ERK20, whatever. Baby Grock, Santana Grock. What is all this? I don't know. They try and create different things. There's a lot of, what they try and do is they'll try and be the first ones to the scene. If they're not the first one to the scene, they'll try and create another version of that so that it's also legit. Now, I don't know about those. I'm not even gonna get into those. But wait, how did you put your comment first before name? What are you talking about? Who put their comment first before name? So either way, that's what kind of sits on there for Grock. But I'm a big fan of what it is. I want to take a chance, but I'm like, should I actually, take a chance? Because I know that if I make that move, I know it can come back. I know it can easily get back up to a level of 2 cents, if not further than that. So technically, I could just take half my profit if I wanted to. But I still think 100,000 coins is a phenomenal amount. It's just as it gets to $1, that would be $500,000 if I invested $5,000 into Grock. Now I've already invested 1,800 into it, but that was at a price of 1.8 cents, right? That's kind of where that is. So if I would have invested more at like 1.1 cents, if I would have invested $2,000 in 1.1 cents, that would be 200,000. And yeah, no one could have predicted that the Grock Twitter account would fully get suspended, but maybe I should have. I was thinking that those low prices, especially at 15, I thought was a great level to be at. Any idea about the lockup for Jasmine? No, I have no new information about the lockup, but I'm still looking at the level of 1 billion to 30 billion. Like there's a large range of how much can actually get locked up. Emo did say they are temporarily focusing on the game development in December. See, and that's, yeah, I could imagine that. I mean, they talked to me about it way back when. They were like, yeah, we're going to be focusing on the game. We don't want to focus on you right now. And I was like, okay, you don't have to focus on me. It's just a conversation. Like, you don't have to focus on me at all. I put $1,000 in mining PNDC. Pond, is that what that is? I got 30,000 Elmo. Yeah, I have about like I said, I have about 22 or no 220,000. You think Lunik is going to do something? I mean, eventually. I don't know about today. Where's Terra Luna Classic at right now? Let's go ahead and check it out. So Terra Luna Classic is right now falling a little bit from the, I guess, 19 level. And so from about 1.9% of a penny, that's where it's kind of falling from, or 1.85, I guess, if you want to be more specific. but now it's at 1.77 percent of a penny. Still at the $1 billion market cap, and still seeing $175 million worth of volume. I know some people were happy about that, seeing $400 million worth of volume and seeing the price go lower. Just to understand that, you were seeing that volume mix in with things that were rising up. And right now, just because you see, $175 million worth of volume doesn't mean that it will stay there. We may see that decrease and, be somewhere around the $100 million worth of volume level. Dude, maybe I can do something. Maybe I can do something about what? If Jasmine lock up in Q1 in the range of 30 billion, we will see Jasmine go over $1 in this bull run. 100%. I think either way, we're still going to have a chance because I think Jasmine has a lot of potential and has some hype behind it, especially with 60,000 plus holders. I think it's going to be something that really does push up quite a bit and really approach those levels of that dollar range as more people get hype about what that is and where that will be. But yeah, I think you're right. If we see it in the 30 billion range, but honestly, I'm not banking on it. It's 1 to 30 billion. Anything could happen. Jasmine MGT will collaborate with Pioneer Real World Asset and STO businesses, launch DeFi products, and actively promote global ecosystem expansion in Japan, Korea, Middle East, and beyond. Thank you, Website Warrior, for putting all that out there. We got 138 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button and get me up to about 60 likes, 60 or 70 likes. That would be amazing. As well as the people that are watching over on Rumble. We have 4 likes, or technically 5 likes with my like included. So thank you for liking away. Any thought on Terra and the burn that they have made? Any thought on Terra and the burn that they have made? Is this like a Terraport? Is that what that is? I thought that kind of failed. I don't have any of the Terraport that I had invested, so I don't know if that was the position or if you're talking about something else. And that's over on Twitter or X. I don't know if you're still watching. Maybe your opinion of a shitcoin is different from some. They can still give massive gains. That's true. There's a lot of plays out there that can provide massive gains. Ever had a look at economy? I don't think so. If Jasmine goes to $1, yeah, I know. Picked up TIA at $2.37. So did I. My camera is out? Why did my camera go out? Was it I don't understand why my camera went out so early. Is it because it's hot down here? I think it's probably because it's hot down here. Let me turn off the heat. But that doesn't make sense why the camera will go out after 30 minutes. Is it dead or is it plugged in? We will see. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to bring up a different camera. Bring up a different camera. This is my other camera. That should be fine for right now. And then when I go to streaming, I'll also have to add in the other camera because I like the quality of the other one, honestly. I like the quality of the other one a lot better. Let me transform. See me do this live. Edit, transform, and we will do 400 to the right, 500 to the left. We'll do 100 off the top and 200 off the bottom. Whoops, I turned it upside down. Boom, and we'll just put this right over here. And we'll shrink it down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. I wouldn't say it's absolutely perfect, but we'll work with it. It's just like the lag on this one is like, it's like not smooth, but it's still a good quality camera, obviously. Whoa, Matt, trying to hypnotize? Oh, sorry. Hypnotize us by flipping the camera like that. Yeah, I am. I'm a random. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for being here. Show us your portfolio. You want me to show you my portfolio? No, I don't have any cryptocurrency. I don't have anything. I'm just talking about it. I don't have any cryptocurrency. No, I do have crypto. Actually, I can show you my Kraken portfolio because I don't have other portfolios that are up. I would have to log in. But I do have my Kraken portfolio. Now, this portfolio is interesting because I started this portfolio at $517. So what I did was I wanted to invest $5 into 100 different cryptos, and that's exactly what I did. Cryptocurrency? What's that? Yeah, I started this with $500, and I invested into 100 different cryptocurrencies. So I put $5 into different plays and started turning them into literally tens and 20s of dollars, like Super Farm. I ended up taking out $20 after only investing $5 into it. Some other ones, I took out a level of $30 while only investing a certain amount. But yeah, I invested $5 into 100 different cryptocurrencies to see what they play out or how they played out. 97% of this portfolio, actually, let me check what it is. So this one's negative, this one's negative, this one's negative, this one's negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. 96% of my portfolio here is positive. 96% of everything that I've invested into, and I invested into 100 different cryptocurrencies, are positive. So I did that about a month and a half, 2 months ago or so. And I also have Celestia, which I continue to invest into. And that I actually want to take out a little bit of it right now and throw some into like Ripple or Anchor. So I'm going to take out maybe like $20 out of Celestia. Let me sell $20 out of it. Give me a second. I don't know what it's going to pop up on the screen, so I want to make sure I'm selling the right amount. So I'm selling $20 worth of Celestia. It's going to get me back down to 80. I invested $40 total into Celestia, and I've already taken out 60, and it's back up to 100, and I'm taking out another 20 or 25. I'll take out 27 because we're at 200. Yeah, $27.78. And I'll take out $27. I'm going to take out $27. Review. It's going to cost me 41 cents in order to do that. And now for Celestia, I'm down to $80 and I only have 6. But, I took out my initial investment, plus I took out $27 here today, and I'm going to reinvest that. Maybe I'm going to put $10 more into Anchor, $10 more into Ripple, and then $7 more into to Graph, because I currently have, again, $27. So I'll probably put whatever's left into Graph. So I'm trying to invest in some other plays, or maybe I might put it into something else. Maybe like Algorand, or no, I'm not going to put it in Super Farm. I'll have to find a different position. Maybe I'll put it in Terra Luna Classic over here, or OMG. OMG is not a bad play. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some into OMG, but I'm going to start with Anchor. So I'm going to put a little bit into Anchor. I'm going to buy some right now. Get $10 worth. Pay with what I have. Review. Give me a second. Buying $9.85 worth of Anchor. And now I should have, yes, $42. As you can see up here, $42.08 or 1,600 Anchor. I think Anchor is going to easily go to $1, if not further than that, with only 10 billion total coins. I definitely see this at a level where it can grow a lot further. It was at 20 cents before, and I think it can go a lot further. So again, I'm going to hold on to that and continue to buy more of that. But then I'm also going to invest more into Ripple. This will be kind of the final straw of like what I have left, because I would like to know what Ripple can be worth. Because if it can be worth, let's say, $10,000 a piece, what I have in Kraken will be that final straw worth $10,000 if it can get there. Now, if it doesn't and it only goes to a level of $100, it's still phenomenal to see that you add 2 zeros to that. It'll be $5,000 that you gain off of that position there. So I'm going to continue to add more into Ripple as time goes on, kind of treat it like an ETF. So we're going to buy more here. We're going to buy $10 worth here, review, go through the process. Yes, it's giving me 15 more XRP. And now we have $41 of that as well. I do have Graph, but then I have $7 left there. I could split it if I want to, put a little bit more into Graph, or I can go with OMG and throw some things in there because I feel like OMG is a great play and will be worth a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to go with OMG, and I'm going to put $10 or $7 in there, whatever I have left. So I'm going to buy that and take the $7 and review. And it's going to get me 9 more. So that brought me up to $20.95 there. So this Kraken portfolio definitely has been good to me so far. Having $5 in smaller cryptocurrencies and turning it into something a lot bigger. Matt, do you see Bitcoin dumping to 40K in the next day, or pumping to 45 again? That's a good question. It depends what happens outside of just Bitcoin. I think you definitely tend to see a fall before the official approval of an ETF, right? Official approval of some big news that happens with Bitcoin. And I think seeing what fall we already have seen, I would hope that that's over. I would hope that down to 40K was the level, and then we'll see a pump after this kind of standstill that we are at. I don't necessarily see that below 40K, but it definitely has a possibility. Bitcoin has a lot of support, on or at 40K, so I think we're good. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I understand that it could be possible, and cryptocurrency has has been proven to not hold supports and resistance as well, right? We've seen strong resistances that have broken through those resistances with no problem, and you're like, it should have resisted, and it didn't. We've seen strong supports that have been broken through just because some major negative news came out. And honestly, I think that's where we stand is like, what type of rest of month are we going to have, right? It's approaching the end of the month. I don't even know when uh like inflation data comes out. Is that tomorrow? Like CPI data? CPI data release. So for December, January 11th. So it came out yesterday. I didn't even know that. Or sorry, that's January 11th. What about for December? What about December data? Why are we Did that already come out? For December is January 11th. For November, we want to know what November is. November 4, nope, December 12th. So today. It comes out today. So that's probably why. I mean, you see some major impacts. So we break 40, rebounds from 38.7 or 38, and then up to 50. So you think it's going to be 37 or 38 that you bounce from. Uh, I don't know if I necessarily see that, but anything could happen. I will agree that anything could happen. Um, Lucky, Grock, and LUNC, all coins that Matt advertises, shows what not to buy, but carry on and wait for your millions. Um, do you know that people have made over a 20x with Lucky? Do you know that Lucky went from an $80,000 market cap to $600,000 market cap steady? Like, I don't know if you would call that not success, but it's definitely a success. Now, Grock, on the other hand, who would have fully predicted that the Twitter account would come back or would that would get taken down? I could have predicted that Elon Musk would do something with the Grock like Twitter accounts because like that's definitely him, right? Where it's like it's kind of hypocritical, honestly, where he's like you should have like free speech. He's not really saying that, or those accounts are not really saying like I am Grock. They're saying like I'm Grock coin, like I'm a meme of Grock, and you could do and have kind of whatever say you really want to. You're not impersonating anybody, and why you should be taken down for impersonations, which doesn't make sense when you're literally saying within the bio, I am a meme. We're not Grock. We are a meme. So it's kind of hypocritical there, to say that he kind of wants to promote freely speaking on that platform and expressing yourself and doing whatever, all that stuff. And obviously that would not be the case for Grock. But so Grock has come back down. Yes, creates a better opportunity for people to purchase at. I talked about how there's always a possibility. It is a risk. Terra Luna Classic, I gained 30,000% on Terra Luna Classic. And at the peak point, it was 70,000%. So if those are the positions that you want to put forth, something that had a 21x or a 20x or something like that, and another one that had a 30,000 to 70,000% return, I mean, yeah, you can use those and say, hey, you know what you should not be buying, you know what you should be purchasing. So I appreciate you coming here. Thank you for putting your I guess 2 cents out there. But yeah, I bought $10,000 worth of Elon, Dogecoin Mars, just waiting for the real bull season. See, I'm not really the biggest fan of Elon, Dogecoin Mars, because it just doesn't like I don't know the Methuselah Foundation for me really doesn't sit well. right? The fact that you have that for funding or foundations means that you're using it, and when you use it, it tends to bring the price down. If you're not interested in the conversation uh, we were having, you don't have to be here. Just saying. That's true. That's very true. But I guess I don't. They want to be here. What would you think about the ETF? Buy the rumor, sell the facts, or keep pumping? So I think right now you're seeing that we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. I think as the ETFs get approved, right? ETFs getting approved, there's multiple ETFs. You'll see pumps and movements to it, but eventually you will see a retracement at a certain level. And I think with that, you'll probably see a pump to a level of like $50,000, if not maybe a little bit more than that. And then before the halving, I think you'll have the same thing where it's more of like, we know the halving's coming. We know that the halving will have a big impact and that we want to be a part of it. But also people want to like sell right before the news and create more of a negative impact right before the news, before things absolutely fly. It's kind of like if you're continuing to pump and continuing to pump as the news comes on, then typically you see a fall, right? As the news comes on, because it's like okay, we hit a high and we haven't stopped moving. We're technically overbought at this time. However, if you kind of manifest a negative impact to the position, it now creates kind of like a reverse pivot, something like that, like where it's like news came out, boom, skyrocketing. You know what I mean? Am I shadow banned? I don't think so. Matt, who made devs? Come on, man. What are you even saying at this point? Most exchanges to waiting on Binance and you're trying to say CZ or CB? Coinbase, Binance and Coinbase. Uh, Disagree with you 100%. Did you? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Did you guys see the announcement about the CDC card improvement? So if there's something else that I may have missed, I definitely could take a look, but I haven't checked that out. I'm trying to show people that there are so many other coins where you can gain profits, so you don't need to chase crap coins and get wrecked or stuck with loss. But the point is that they haven't been. People have invested in those plays at $80,000, turned it into a at least 6x gain to where it is right now for Lucky. And then if they invested when I first started talking about it, like I was talking to some people about it and they were like, yeah, I'm glad I invested, when you saw the opportunity, there. And I had that breakdown and I don't want to just invest. They told me they don't want to just invest in what I'm saying and they want to do a little bit more research, but they saw an opportunity. And the only way that you can get that opportunity that was there is to pounce on that where it was. And again, 30,000%. I can only, speak highly of that gain because it's literally the largest gain that I've had ever, and it will be the largest gain. It will continue to be that. So we'll see. But everybody can have their opinion. But if you honestly don't like, what we're talking about here, because I talk about everything, but if you honestly don't like what we're talking about here, then feel free to leave. I don't want to just kick people out or mute them or anything, but you're right. There are other coins that are out there, but I don't classify anything as a crap coin, right? And, I classify it as something that either has potential or doesn't. I don't classify it as that because you can build potential and you can turn it into something that's a lot bigger. Dogecoin was created as a joke that turned into a 90 to $100 billion market cap project. So there's no such thing as a true crap coin unless it's called crap coin. It's way too early to argue with someone who obviously came here to be combative. Yeah, you're probably right. I think you made your point. Hey there, Matt. Trying to get back after 8 months away from the space. Pleasure seeing. Well, you're a moderator, so thank you for being here. Trying to get back after 8 months away from the space. Pleasure seeing and hearing you, my man. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't remember the moderatorship, but I do appreciate you, stopping by here and, chatting it up with me. CZ, the GOAT is under a penny. Is that a position? It'll be $1 billion market cap. I don't know about that. I thought CZ rugged. Any thought on osmosis? I haven't looked into it, but we'll have to maybe take a look at it. Thanks for your vision about it. Y'all have fun. Got the work thingy. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Lunic burned more than 83 billion. Yeah, they burned more than 1% of the supply. Obviously, that's not enough, but they've burned 1% of the supply in a matter of a year. I would love to see them burn, at least 10% each year, at least, if not more than that. But you have to go through separate ways of doing that. Is ACH Pay or ACH a good coin to hold onto? I got 100K shares. So I do think that's a good position. I had it a while ago. I had about 10,000. And I think right now I have ACH over in my Kraken portfolio. I'm trying to find to see if I have it here and where it is. But yeah, I do have ACH. Let me bring up my screen. I do have ACH in my Kraken portfolio, which stands at 2 cents worth of a price. And I believe, I don't know what their overall supply is. I believe it's like a billion or 10 billion or something like that. ACH. Yeah, I do think ACH is a good play. Yeah, you have 10 billion total, and it's currently sitting at 7 billion out there. The highest point that this has been around that 20 cent mark. That was in 2021. And then obviously things really started to fall down, and you continued to see that. But it did end up creeping up in 2023, mid 2023, or sorry, early 2023, and then fell down at the later half of the year, or more towards the third and fourth quarter. And now you see, where it is currently, and has risen a little bit from 1 cent all the way up to 2 cents, but not really the massive rise that you've seen just like everything else. So ACH, yeah, definitely has some potential, has $14 million worth of volume. It is on various markets. Like you can get it on Kraken, you can get it on Binance, you can get it on Coinbase, KuCoin, a lot of places. So having that availability shows that it will have a push. I mean, currently sitting at a $143 million market cap. I give them attention. I mean, it's not really. I'm not saying that like they're not being overly like negative to where they're like, like screw you or something like that. They're not really saying like stuff like that. So I like to, see where their head is. I'm not trying to argue about it, but what I am trying to do is maybe have, I guess, a little bit of a debate to make it a little friendlier, right? Because some people believe that anything other than Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and all of those, anything other than that is, kind of a crap coin, for lack of a better term. They made a X post about it, but it's only us as of now, or US as of now. I got 1 million shares of Spell token. What do you think of their market? Made 10K off of them last year. If you made 10K, that's phenomenal. You said you have 1 million of Spell token. For some reason that it rings a bell in what it is. It's currently sitting at a $63 million market cap with an $8 million volume last 24 hours. If I look at the markets that's available on, I mean, it has all the base markets that you want to have it on, right? So Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Bitfinex, and you look at 86 other pairings that are there. So it shows you that it has the ability to run quite a bit. You do have only 54% of the supply that's out there, but it's not going to be diluted 100% of what it is. So that's good to see. But it has about 200 billion tokens, meaning that trying to push this to a level of $1 or anything like that, it's probably not going to be the case. If anything, you might see it at a level of 1% of that. So about a 2 billion at probably at max level of a market cap, unless we see some other things that come with it, like some different news that comes with it, some different things that are happening within Spell Token. But if we look at, the last year and where this has been, it's been at 3096. If we look at all history, this was up to about 3 cents, which was a $2 billion market cap, right? I guess it did. You can't tell if it heavily diluted or anything, but you can still add, again, 46% that's there. So it could see a $2 billion market cap again. It could push to maybe 2x what that is, but know that it doesn't really show that it has a ton of strength, right? So this market cap continues to slide without any type of peaks, without any type of pushes. And that's something that I really don't like to see. It means that it doesn't really have any type of any things that are happening that can give you like that massive jump that you want to see, right? So it's definitely something to where if you have $1 million, getting up to 2 cents, that should be able to get you what, 20,000 or something like that. Yeah. So you would get 200,000 at 10 cents, and it would be 2 million at $1. So yeah, that's where it currently stands. That's what I see within it. I guess, maybe you invested at a little bit lower. I guess you already made 10,000 off of it. So either way, you're up on your investment. But we'll see how it does grow. Can you show my screen? I am showing my screen. Matt, don't you ever become invest in tokens when they become live? So like right away, there's a lot of times nowadays that tokens that you invest into or coins that you invest into that just become live may have a ridiculous amount of dilution coming up for it, and it's something that I really don't sit with. Now, when Celestia actually became a thing over on Coinbase and I guess was live, I don't know exactly when that became fully live, I did invest into that at $2. So that's one of the plays that actually worked out. And the reason why I'm taking profit within that is because, actually, let me go back to TIA. The reason why I'm taking profit within that is because of the potential dilution within the position. You look at the circulating supply and you could dilute this up to $1 billion, but it could be, at fully diluted market cap, it would be a $12.7 billion market cap where it currently stands. So yeah, I'm going to take my initial investment. I only invested $48 into the play because that's all that I had available there to invest into that. So I invested $48 into it and ended up doubling or tripling my investment overall. And honestly, I probably should have invested more, but it's not about that for me. It's about just seeing the gain and seeing the return and seeing the movement and seeing, I would love to invest $2,000 in it at $2, or $1,000 in it at $2 or whatever. But I invested $48. I was happy with making that investment, and it could definitely grow to something more. And it did grow to something more, being worth, 150 plus dollars overall. So I know there was other plays like Jitto, I believe that was a bigger one. Jitto that currently stands at it currently stands at about $2.99, down 1%. It was at a $3.35 price. I don't, in this position, I also don't like the dilution, but it's kind of the same scenario as Celestia. It just maybe doesn't have as much hype built behind it because you can buy it on all these other markets and get it and make these moves because of the markets that it's available on. But again, I was just not really the biggest fan of the dilution potential. But the good thing is that the dilution, I believe, is locked up for a certain period of time. So yeah, if you wanted to check the last month and where this was, it went from $1.70, $1.79 up to that level of $4.42, and now is down to about $3. So could be something that does pick up. It's up 80%, but could be something that does pick up quite a bit and, is worth a lot more. So we'll have to explore this maybe a little bit more and look at the dilution side of it, because that is a big point of it, is the fact that the dilution may not have an impact until like maybe a year from now. Thank you for the super chat, XRPs, and trying to see if it will read the super chat, but it's taken forever. I thought I fixed that, but then again, it doesn't seem to be working.
XRPzing donated $2 through Super Chat. Good morning, Matt. XRP to the moon. Rocket.
Well, thank you for the super chat, and also you're right, XRP to the moon. Whatever that moon is to you, XRP is to it. Someone said that Jitto is not as strong as TIA. I can see that. I have 200 TIA and I ain't selling just yet. Understandably so. I think you're right by saying that it's not as strong as it, but it could still definitely have a massive impact. I just want to find where the low point is and what that is truly worth versus, I mean, right now you see, millions, like hundreds of millions of dollars that are going through this in volume, meaning that it has a lot of potential to run quite a bit, not just from like to where we are, but also worth maybe multiple billions of dollars as well. So, we'll see. If I come back and I have, 100 Jitto, then you know what I'm seeing within it. CRO is starting to release new staking and earn features. CRO is going to skyrocket. I'm ready for it. I'm all ready for it. For sure, Matt. TIA will go to well over $100. If TIA goes to $100, what is that market cap looking like? So obviously at $1, it's 150 million. At a level of $10, it's 1.5 million. At a level of $100, it's 1.5 billion, and $100 is 15 billion. So I don't think you're wrong. I think I would like to see a lot more and see how that, because this may be one of those plays that suddenly, creeps into the top 10, kind of like what happened with Terra Luna Classic and how that came out, and it seemed like it came out of nowhere. And there's a lot of plays that are like that. But I think TIA definitely has a lot of push to it. Good morning, Matt. Has anyone mentioned Layer Zero? I don't think so. Did you buy more Grock yesterday? So I didn't. I wanted to, but I don't want to get, so it's the fees for me. It's every time I go over, because I have to send money over or buy it directly on MetaMask, which also has a fee for buying it. Then I have a fee, which is the ETH fee for buying it there. It's a pain. It really is. Now I could buy it on like Coinbase and send it over to, not buy it on Coinbase, but buy like USDT on Coinbase, send it over to BitBuy, or not, or what is it? Um, what platform is it? It's not BitBuy. It's Bitmart. I could send it over to Bitmart and do it there, but you still have an issue with trying to withdraw that and how much you pay for like withdrawal fees in order to send it to different places. Where are you guys buying TIA? I'm sure another gem, not available in New York. So you can buy it on various platforms. Basically every platform, it's available on, as well as seeing Jitto that's available on basically every platform. That's why I have my eyes open to it. Are you talking about the market module, Dan? Except Coinbase. Um, except Coinbase, the only one I can use. Oh, it's not on Coinbase right now. I honestly didn't know that. Let's go back. Let's go to markets. It is available on Coinbase. No, it's available on Coinbase. MEXC has a lot of new coins, but you need a VPN, and there's not fees if you limit buy. But yeah, Celestia is available on Coinbase, as we can see on the screen. $12.69, $12.70, but it's up a hell of a lot, right? It's up to about a 2%, or sorry, $2 billion market cap. And I wouldn't say like, oh, well, it's not going to be worth way more than that, but it's like, it's up so much. I'm an Aussie exchange called CoinSpot. They have reasonable fees. I don't do decentralized exchanges too much for me. Soul setting up for another move. Soul just said, hold my beer, AVAX. You haven't seen anything yet. I really do want Soul. I don't have it, but I know people should have money in basically a lot of coins that are in the top 10 or that are in the top 100, because all of those will be movers, but we also want to be able to find those players at the kind of, not the bottom of the barrel, but somewhere within the barrel, right? You know how when you dig into, say you have a cooler full of like waters and sodas and stuff, and then you dive in there and you find that one drink that you really like. Maybe it's like an orange soda or something, and you're like, you found that gem. You found that one last drink that everybody else wanted, and you got the last one. Like, that's basically what we're trying to find, is we're trying to find that gem in the middle of the pile. Needle in the haystack. Diamond in the haystack. Oh, it's on Coinbase? Not tradable in my region. That's why. Wow, New York blows for crypto. I could have told you that. You might as well live in China with their restrictions. Um, I'm sorry that you have to deal with New York. Eventually they'll get on board, but a lot of people from New York will be like way behind. Up 200% on Sol. I expect a 10x minimum. Glad I didn't sell. Yeah, I would have loved to have bought Sol when I talked about it, because even though I didn't have any money to invest, I would still talk about plays that are out there. And I talked about Sol at a level of $11. And it increased up to $70 plus, 700% basically. It increased to $77, so 700% exactly. Speaking of Sol, a lot of people have commented TIA is a bit like Sol. When it started off, people were weary of Sol in the beginning. I mean, they always have like skepticism, some sort of skepticism within a position. You're always going to have that. And the only thing I would say is that Sol, I believe, has a certain amount of. Do they have a max supply? For some reason, I'm thinking that they do. Um, but they had a certain amount that was out there, and it wasn't as low as a percentage as what you see with TIA. So it has an infinite max supply, so it's infinite there. But you do have 564, and I believe it was sitting at like 200. I want to say 200 million in the beginning, and they obviously added a lot more, where you're looking at 426 million. Um, but I believe the total supply was pretty much the same. But then when you look at, let's go back to TIA, you look at that and you have 1 billion total coins that's there, and you're looking at 150 $150 or 150 million circulating supply right now. So that could obviously increase and will obviously increase. It's just I don't really know the time frame. Any thoughts on Pyth? Meant to be the new chain links. I'm so again, you're seeing all of these projects, all of these projects that have less supply and have dilution associated with them, but you have to find when that dilution is going to happen. And whenever you can find when that dilution is going to happen, you can create an opportunity to get in a lot of these plays. And Pyth might also be that opportunity, but again, it has like 15% of the supply that is introduced. Granted, Celestia has like 10% of the supply or 15% of the supply, so it's basically the same thing. It just has a lot more volume associated with it. Yeah, we'll be the last one in these prime positions, unfortunately. Good luck to those holding. Yeah. Now we got 164 people here today. We're actually going to be ending this live stream very, very soon. We have 22 people that are watching on Rumble. I appreciate you guys watching. Did you see the news on Crypto.com app? I didn't at the moment. Is there something brand new? Crypto.com. Give me a second. Goes through your 2023 in crypto. I went through all of that stuff. So any news? Where's the news? What's the news? Introducing Rewards Plus. Is that it? Or are we looking at other things? So this is yesterday. Meme coin app campaign. This is December 8th, so that's obviously old. Crypto.com app lists chain flip or flip. New ETH trading pairs with Gecko. New ETH trading pair with Full. Derivatives order limits removed. Introducing Rewards Plus. Let me see. Can I get a breakdown for what it is? Because I can activate. Rewards Plus earn. So trading rebates, earn plus interest. What is it supposed to be? I'll have to dive into that in a little bit because we only have like 1 minute. I want to go through other things. Someone from the Telegram group just shared Shib's weekly chart. Looks good. They announced it's time to pay attention. I hate buying coins through swaps. So do I. Nothing is even close to becoming a new chain link. All right, guys. So I pretty much have to make a move out of here. They won't bring up any Luna questions. What do you mean? Hi, Matt. Whale just accumulated a few trillion SHIB at these lower prices. I'm betting on a 15 to 20x from here. 15 to 20x from here, where we are at point, we're looking at, a drop zero. We're looking at another drop zero and getting to a $50 billion market cap at that level. If you're talking about a 10x, but not even that, you're looking at $100 billion market cap at the or $100+ billion market cap from a to a 20x. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be a bad level for me because I'm my cost basis is 0.0002, which now has been increased to 0.000 four zeros and a three. It has been increased because I burned off SHIB and I've taken out SHIB. I currently have, and I also moved it, which cost me Shiba Inu as well. But yeah, I have 93 million, which I could lower my cost basis if I add in more. But I'm just sitting on that because I see a lot of other plays that also have a larger potential to run. One coin people don't like to talk about much, has a lower supply, is TAO. ROI is nuts and got in early. It's amazing. All right, guys. So it is 8 o'clock. I have to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to start trading with Margex, feel free to start trading with them. You can definitely do that. You can trade up to 100x leverage if you guys like to. Don't make the same mistake that I did yesterday with not setting a profit taking or profit target or stop loss, which I usually set, and I didn't set. It was just a mistake. So definitely everybody hit the like button. I would like to get to 100 likes. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys for watching, all of you guys for being here. Moderators, there have been plenty of moderators here today. So I appreciate all the conversations, everything. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.